You are now listening to the Pour Horsemen podcast.
But pouring up is a lifestyle.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Pour Horsemen.
Also subscribe to Apple and our Spotify podcast,
The Pour Horsemen.
Let's get it.
Crack in the kitchen, Lil Raw's on the mission. Break the bars out, screens in my expedition. Screens in my lack, up my trunk crack. Break the bars out, it's like this and like that.
Support for the Pour Horsemen is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code POUR, P-O-U-R, at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code POUR, P-O-U-R, your balls with
episode 138 of the Pour Horsemen podcast. Probably the most chaotic setup that we've had to date by far. Like easily the most chaotic setup. Y'all gonna see some different people in the frame. So I think I'll do the introductions this time.
Sure.
Because I did a little research. I've been watching ATL Homicide. I read a 148 tweet thread about a movie that was wild.
Me too.
I read that whole thing.
telling you about reading.
I read that whole thing. It was wild. And then we also got a CEO in here who making moves in the industry. So without further ado, I want to introduce Angelo and Franck to the podcast. How y'all doing today?
What up?
Thanks, man.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, here, bro. What's up?
We appreciate y'all coming, man. Yeah, so y'all made y'all way from Houston. Now, are y'all both originally from Miami, or just Angelo, you from Miami, or both y'all from Miami?
I was actually born in Killeen.
Oh, you from Texas then?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm military brat.
That's what's up.
Okay.
I'm about to say everybody from Killeen, military.
Killeen, and Germany and the rest of the world. So.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Miami for you then, Angelo, right?
Yes, sir. Miami originally, and then Duval came into the picture later.
Okay, so you was in Jacksonville for a little bit. Yeah. I was in Jacksonville also from 04 to 06.
Yeah, I was in Killeen and Miami for a couple years.
Yeah,
man. It was wild times.
My brother went to high school out there. He said it was a crazy place.
A lot of fun.
So how's y'all H-Town experience been so far? Like, let us know what's been going on.
It's been lovely, man. H-Town always treat us well.
It's obviously lovely, though. He got the Whataburger.
Yeah, anytime. Did you get the patty melt, though? That's the question.
He hasn't let go of that cup since he got here.
The beef and all that. I did a chicken melt situation.
Oh, okay. So you on the healthy kick there.
They're going to get this free love. They're going to get this free love. Hold on. I'm on this Whataburger special right now.
Let me tell you, since you don't do the beef, you eat the chicken and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm close to cutting that out, too.
All right, but before you cut it out, before you leave, get the chicken tender sandwich with the buffalo sauce on it.
Number 13.
And if you like ranch, throw the ranch on there. I don't like ranch.
That's that Zaxby's situation. Y'all got Zaxby's out here?
Yeah.
Zaxby's.
But we don't really mess with Zaxby's though.
Okay,
we don't really mess with Zaxby's. Yeah.
All right, bet. I ain't gonna lie.
Hit that sandwich, and you're gonna be like, oh shit.
On point.
You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Especially after a throw night, and we're gonna put you out there like that. After a throw night,
That's what it
get
is.
that Whataburger and get that sandwich. It's gonna get you.
Yeah, our
right.
equivalent to y'all got Publix in Florida. We got HEB. So that's kind of the equivalent.
Yeah.
I definitely think HEB is better, but we
sure.
bias. We bias.
Can't say that around the floor.
I mean, but that's how it's got to be though. We bias.
HEB stands for here everything's better.
I hear
Gotcha.
And Publix just said for public people.
Public
coming in.
niggas come in and get this shit.
With Florida man, we gonna talk about your movie too. Don't worry, we did our research. Don't worry, we gonna talk about your movie too. So let's jump right into it. Angelo, maybe we'll start with you then. So college football background, you was also in the service. What branch of service were you in?
Navy.
Okay.
I mainly did like marine activity.
Okay,
So
so
in the Navy, there's blue side, which is the Navy, and then there's green side, which is Navy SEALs, Marines, Navy Seabees tend to fall on the green side. So it's a kind of totally different experience. You're more akin to you're in the field a lot. You're in combat, or you're training for combat a lot. You're not really on ships. You know what I mean? You're more in hospital settings or clinic settings, or you're in the field. So for my medical training, it was more like combat experiences.
No doubt, no doubt.
Or
Okay.
training for combat experiences.
Okay.
It wasn't like a lot of hospital situation or clinic or ships.
So transition from that, did you jump directly into acting, or did you?
Pretty much. In between, so during some of my military career, I was in the reserves. So I had like an active duty contract plus some reserve time. But my reserve time got expedited because I would volunteer for mad stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Trying to be lit and trying to like go to jump school.
Oh, you trying to be a Navy SEAL? You trying to be a Navy SEAL?
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Oh, you was being Tiger Woods. You trying to do everything. Okay.
I'm ambitious, so it was all about picking up rank and not really trying to like
no doubt.
figure out the system and break code. I'm like, all right, cool. Trying to be the youngest to pick up this rank and that rank within my platoon and unit and all that. Because once I got in and seen what it was about, I was like, no, sir. But I had a lot of condition about what it was about. My mom really wasn't digging the military move, man. She was not with it. She was like, why? Mi angelito, mi pobrecito. Why you going to But she Cuban. She real like,
so you part Cuban?
She for the people, yeah.
Oh, okay,
My dudes.
So then from there, was it straight to ATL homicide or was it?
Yeah. A lot of grind.
A lot of grind. Okay.
Yeah. No, I got into acting like 2016.
Okay.
Around like spring, around this time, 2016. Matter of fact.
That's your headshot you sent to them niggas?
That shit ain't good to the letter. You don't want to see a headshot.
Let's be honest. Hey, Frank, is that your headshot?
Frank is fine. That's cool. That's an Instagram.
We got cancer right there. Get my headshot.
I was looking at it earlier, like, where y'all found that?
That's your headshot.
That's a fact. That one I got.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
The fade is real though. The fade is legit.
Yeah. Fact. It got me a whole
Angelo
lot.
Diaz.
And Frank, that got you being CEO right there. I mean,
it's a lot. It's a lot got me there. Pertaining to that picture, like. Keep it G with y'all. We kicking shit, but that's how you get in the game.
No doubt.
You got to take that picture. Right
Yeah,
for sure.
It might not be cool.
Tell us what you were thinking in that picture right there.
It get greener than that in the industry. It get crazy. It get real goofy. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
We the Pour Horsemen, so we got to hear the goofy story then. So tell us.
Not necessarily me, just from what you see or what people
I mean, I've seen
or what they
Jamie
try to
Foxx
project onto you so that you can get a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything I'm doing, I'm gonna be comfortable with, and I'm gonna keep it solid. But
no doubt,
there's a lot of sides to it.
I've seen the early Jamie Foxx headshots when he was trying to get on. I definitely
but the game
know.
was different then. They were doing different.
I mean, even now,
and
though,
they different people too.
Michael B. Jordan, he had to restart after The Wire with the braids and stuff, and he had to change up his shit. And his headshot was different. Like everybody still got to do it. Like I've read into it.
Not if you're a rapper.
Nah, rappers got to do it too. They change too.
No, but rappers they just throw them in the game.
Yeah, but they just do themselves as rappers, as actors. Because
it's not the same process.
Still on belly.
Yeah, Chainz
he wasn't nobody different.
Chainz got a headshot. 2 Chainz got a headshot.
Yeah, Chainz got a headshot.
What about Ice Cube?
He got pretty well. He the dude that conduct the whole situation.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It just seems like they let them.
At my mama house, man. She used to
but you took yours at Sears though. You didn't take yours for no movie premiere.
My senior picture in high school. I'm gonna post it on our page. It was me laid out on a grass field in a brown jacket with some brown Adidas on for my senior year. And I'm like smiling and shit. It's the weakest picture.
Yeah,
ever.
we don't want to see
But
that
I did
picture.
that shit for my mama.
We don't want to see
You
that
gonna
picture.
see it now because I mentioned my mama.
Look, your mama, respect to your moms, but I don't want to see your photo.
It's going on the page.
I don't want to see your photo. So,
I got that password. You can't stop it.
So you're obviously y'all are on a run for fashion this week, right here in Houston. But you're also promoting the film Zola, which most people know from Twitter. Like, so how did you get involved with that? And then we just want to talk about that story because to me it still was damn near unbelievable. Like, I've read it multiple times. I read it when it happened like 5 years ago, and I still don't believe what was happening.
It's crazy. That's Florida. That's just like a day in the life.
And that's why you made Florida, man.
Yeah,
and that's why you made Florida, man.
Real special place, B.
What's so special about Florida? Why is Florida special? What happens? Why did that happen?
Hell of a conversation.
Yeah,
it's something in the water. It's something in the air. It's something in the temperature.
The niggas is different.
I don't know if y'all are spiritual people. You know what I mean? But the way I give it up, I just understand how everything is connected. No matter what you believe in, everything is connected. Right. So I'm the type of person that believes that a place has energy, a place has history, a place has roots. And a lot of violent, crazy things have happened in Florida.
A lot.
Like from its history. You know what I mean? So those kind of things, unless...
I seen Rosewood.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, I saw Rosewood as a kid and cried.
Even what the Spaniards did to acquire Florida, to take it from the Native Americans, and then from the others to take it from them, and then the other colonizers took it, and then they purchased it. And it came
so you think it's all rooted in trauma?
Yeah, it's hella trauma in the air, B. It's hella trauma in the air, and especially amongst our community, we all know what it is. I feel like we all know what it is right here. So
many cultures and ran trained through
Florida.
Facts.
So that's what
an
it
eloquent
is.
way to put that, man. It's
Ran
beautiful.
train is not the way to put it. Though. I mean, that's
what it is.
That's a ridiculous
is,
thing to
man.
say.
Too many
Ran train, though.
That was
Too
amazing
many
the way you put
cultures
that,
that's
man.
ran
That was
train
great.
through Florida, and
Exactly.
there's no like ground base of what like San Antonio. You know, San Antonio is
Hispanic.
Mexicans.
Yeah, remember the Alamo.
It's Mexicans.
Yeah.
Houston. We got that.
mix.
It's a mixture, but, it's like
not-
different regions of
Yeah.
Houston. Like, you know, like River Oaks, you can't be black and just be walking around with your pants sagging at 2:00 in the morning. It's a wrap. But we know this. There's a culture in that. If we know this, there's a culture. If you see a goddamn Komodo dragon or a goddamn alligator just running around a 7-Eleven in Florida, you be like, what the hell is going on?
But Florida people won't be phased.
Florida people won't be phased, and that's weird as shit.
That is weird.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
You know, we gotta give it up. We gotta give it up. You know?
I ain't gonna lie, if I saw that,
from that same place where weird shit like that happens, you get a lot of genius. You get a lot of
That is true.
For
That is true. No doubt.
And
No doubt.
that's a discussion about
For
life.
sure.
That's a pressure cooker conversation. That's from diamonds, from pressure, diamonds are created. And
Mm-hmm.
after the storm, you shall see the rainbow and all that good stuff. But that's real life. That's planetary laws, and that definitely applies to Florida.
No doubt. No doubt. So Frank, we
I
want to
would
jump
get-
into you a little bit also.
That's a perfect
No
example.
problem.
So, Pretty Fly Society.
Yo.
Tell us a little bit about that, because I've done some research on it, but it's probably best to hear it from you. So, where was the origins? And then I know you've done multiple things with it, and you've worked with multiple brands. So, kind of give us the start behind that and what you thought would be a disruptor in the industry with that.
Kind of, sort of like y'all, like wanting to create a platform, be seen, be heard, but there's a level to the game that everybody's not gonna reach just because of just naturally their mentality.
Talk to him, champ.
And there's a lot of stuff you got to sacrifice to give up.
We don't want those to break. We don't want those to break.
Shit happens.
Nah.
You
We
good,
we
you good.
we don't want those to break.
Yeah,
Where's the camera at? This is what happens at the Pour Horsemen.
Yeah, hey, Pour
This is what
Horsemen,
happened
yeah,
at the Pour Horsemen.
my bad.
No,
But-
you good.
It's
You
all
good.
good.
You good.
And actually, just to go back a little bit, we actually been coming to Houston since 2015, 2016. We've
That's
been
what's
doing
up.
shows out here for a long time. I'm pretty familiar with the market. But Pretty Fly Society is a creative marketing agency, long story short. Specializes in music, specializes in creative content direction, logistics, so on and so forth, tour production. Everybody has their guy, you know what I mean? Like the 80s had Puff and
Of course.
Dame, so on and so forth. And that's what y'all sort of sitting in the room with now.
No doubt.
I was born in 87.
Yeah.
So I sort of get both sides. Like I understood how the internet worked. We understand how it was to get your hands dirty, so on and so forth.
So you're in the middle of that.
We are.
You're in the intersection of that.
All of us are.
Yeah.
Just how we deciding to tap into it.
No doubt.
Like Angelo is our client, you know what I'm saying? But there's multiples. There's shout out to Chantal Maurice. She stars as Sherry Grezio on Teenage Bounty Hunter on Netflix.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah.
Louder that plays Cressy on Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And then he also plays 2 Bits on CW Black Lightning.
Yeah, Black Knight. Yeah.
So
which Wu-Tang member was he on that?
he's not one of the members.
No,
He was Cressy. He was the dude. The dude took his chain.
Dope dealer.
The dude
Yeah.
stole his
On
chain.
Hulu,
and they
right?
ran and
On
shot
Hulu.
him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And I saw that y'all worked with multiple brands. You got Stacey Adams, GQ, Aldo. And did that start from you having an interest in fashion, or was that just a spawn of, hey, we do this also?
It's just knowing the game, honestly, bro. Like, if you got LLC behind your shit, you a business. It's just you.
Yeah.
How they look like a sucker. You know what I mean? Like, they look at you like a sucker. If you don't carry yourself correctly, well, then, okay, I'm not going to do no business with you. But
No
if
doubt.
you carry yourself appropriately, they're going to rock with you.
No doubt.
And we've been sticking like this since 2011. Like, we were doing magazine release parties, so on and so forth. And I remember a fraternity, so like you learn the game through promotions.
No doubt.
The game been the same. It's just suckers that grow up and be like.
Now, what organization you a member of?
Cap Alpha Side.
Cap Alpha Psi. See, I'm an alpha, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know
Besides
exactly
all
what
that,
you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying the game pertaining to putting something
It do,
together.
yeah.
It's the same way all the way up the scale. It's just how detail oriented you're gonna be. You know what I mean? How much execution you're gonna put toward it. The same way y'all got here. That's why the compliment. You know what I mean? That's a genuine compliment.
Man, we appreciate it.
That's why we show up on time.
For sure.
Because niggas don't show up for our shit on time.
You right.
Trust me, you won't see it no more ever. You feel me?
You're right. No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, nah, we
man.
appreciate
Talk
that.
to
That's
him.
what we
Talk
want to
that
hear.
shit.
That's what we want to hear.
Talk that shit.
So let's get into.
From the city, bro. I'm out here, y'all. I know where I'm at. We wear hats and shit, but niggas know exactly.
Exactly. That's
I want that to just set the
for
we
sure.
ain't met yet or done that dance.
exactly. But you already know
And
you.
people get us twisted because you can see
fact.
that, you can see whatever the headshot, you can see all kind of stuff.
Nah, I didn't get it twisted when I think I figured it out when y'all walked through. When y'all came in the door, I was like, I
You
got
just
y'all.
said something about energy. That's what we go off of. Like, we just gonna.
Oh, we gonna laugh.
We gonna laugh
We
at
got,
that.
we gotta give you some. Yeah, we got to. Yeah, we got to.
Come on.
We wouldn't be ourselves if
Florida,
we didn't
how we
give y'all
get
that.
up, man?
Yeah, we wouldn't be ourselves if we didn't give y'all
All
that.
day.
All right, so let's get into A24 then. How did y'all get connected with A24? What's that process?
I got cast through Zola. I got
Okay.
cast in a project. It was just a nationwide casting call. But actually, it was a regional casting level for those particular roles. It actually filmed in Tampa.
Okay.
Which is a very crazy special place.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
it
Very,
is.
very special.
Very
Boy
most
played-
strip
my
clubs
boy
by
played for the Buccaneers there. And it was,
bet.
most strip clubs
That's
per
dope,
capita
man.
in the country. You know, maybe Portland might have them beat.
It's a
One of the
couple
two.
for a lot
It's
of things
one
in
of the two.
country,
for
sure.
what?
Most strip clubs per capita, either in Tampa or in Portland. It's one of the two.
They just
I don't know
had a
why I
Super
know
Bowl.
that.
Facts
Yes,
right there.
yes, I do
Tampa
know why I
and
know that.
Portland.
I do know why I know that. It's I know why it's most strip clubs per capita. But go ahead.
Come on, man. Damn, we shouldn't smoke. Came in.
Nah,
this one.
yeah, man. They had a Super Bowl recently and everything.
Yep.
Nah, but it's a lit place. So we
man,
filmed
wonder
that. I got cast in that. It's supposed to come out, but then pandemic happened. A24 made their decisions. But I like A24 as a consumer, as an enthusiast,
Yes.
as a craftsman, you know what I mean? As a student of the craft, I like what they do. I like the content they go for. It's always something edgy. It's always, that word gets overused a lot, man. It gets pimped a lot, but they're very groundbreaking. They always look for corners of the world to tell stories of people that have been marginalized. Or
I mean, this movie gonna be
over my
edgy.
life. Yeah, this movie gonna be ignorant. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
And to
beautiful.
continue what he said, they carry that over on their business side as well because they communicated back and forth with us via email, so on and so forth. Because we actually went to Utah to do the whole Sundance run.
Oh, that's what's up.
So
Okay.
we bet with their execs on that side, but you just do it via email. You know what I mean? It's just the way you approach. And if he's actually a person that has something to do with the film and he impacts it enough, you know what I mean? Or how you approach them, they'll play ball with you. You know what I'm saying? So
No doubt. No doubt.
he's in it. We went down there and saw him as well. They loved him way before that.
So you playing Juan in the movie?
Big Juan.
Big Juan.
biggest.
You know, Big Juan.
See, they call me Big Show.
No, they don't. You call yourself that.
I
Like,
said somebody over there that called me Big Soldier.
no. You call yourself that. You call
somebody
yourself
around.
that.
I know somebody that do. I do.
Somebody thought it.
Hey.
So that process of getting in the film, what I know you're excited about it. How's this whole run of you promoting that film, getting people back engaged? What's that been like for y'all?
It's been dope, man. The trailer came out and the momentum was crazy. The response was crazy. I was looking forward to the trailer just as a person of the craft. Like, how do you take amazing films like that after seeing it at Sundance, seeing the Sundance cut of it, because films change over time, especially them being able to sit on this one for so long. Pause. They definitely had time to change it and switch it up. But how do you take a film and make it go to a dope trailer?
No
what do you
doubt.
want to put in a trailer? What do you want to reveal? Like, what kind of journey you trying to take them on before they come to the movie? Because a lot of movies you see, you kind of already know them from the trailer. You know the art, you know what's going to happen, but you're coming in for the rest of it. Some movies give you a trailer that's like, yo, what is happening?
Exactly.
I got to come see that. I don't even know what. They just dropped me off storyline-wise in the middle of nowhere. Now they got me guessing. I got to see that. I like the people that's in it. It looked lit. I like how it's shot. I need to see it.
Yeah.
So whole time, when you do projects, you wonder like about the trailer, how it will come out. You speculate how you would approach it if you're a craftsman, things like that. So the trailer came out, man. The response was dope. I'm like, all right, man, this movie's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
the trailer's
no,
nuts.
No cap.
The trailer is nuts.
They went off.
Y'all produced that film?
No.
No.
I was just
Zero.
casting that.
You just cast
just
it.
cast
But do you
Zero.
y'all looking into producing your own stuff?
He did his own
Already.
film.
You did your
He
own
did
film.
Florida Man.
Right. So
Tried to
with
pre-film.
and you was talking about how you leverage
Yeah.
the film and so how does
what
it?
you mean.
Yeah, I'm saying like how
Okay,
does
I see
what's
the
that process
conversation
like
now.
with
Yeah, I see where you at.
with the
Let's talk
digitally and how it do they negotiate along the lines of how it responds on social media, or do y'all have to really?
It depends
Do the
on
whole-
it depends on what your strong suit is. So if your power is social media and likes, then cool. But we know people with millions of followers who can't bring out 100 people to
Right.
an event.
Wow.
So how
That's
much
crazy,
How
though.
much value
That's
really?
straight
Like,
up, too.
That's
how
what,
much value really
Homeboy
is
was
in
talking
what you? How much value really is in what you got socially, especially with. If you saw what COVID did, y'all should have found out. Oh, the game ain't real.
Exactly.
They changed every rule as soon as some shit went down, which means you can change the rules. Because if you can't change a rule, guess what you don't do? Change it. Period. Certain rules, religion, whatever you believe in, certain rituals, certain things never ever change. But they changed the rules when some illness went down or whatever. I hear it, but that means they could have always changed. So long story short, with leveraging what you have, which part of it is real. They're gonna find out because they will definitely open the door to you. You know what I'm saying? Even
find out through the numbers.
They're gonna find out through you, like what you bring to them, presentation wise, how it's being delivered.
What if y'all uploaded it to YouTube or whatever, and they just going off the numbers strictly?
Oh, it'll be an L because if you're just looking for likes, so on and so forth, for numbers, then
or views,
you're gonna lose with us. But when you pull up on us, you're gonna see 300-400 people because you got to remember the world existed before Instagram.
Exactly.
Because I'm thinking about Issa Rae and how she did it, like with the YouTube series and stuff like that, like how she just kind of climbed up into
what we do, what they do.
Yeah,
spinning the bread, it's a money game.
Yeah,
it is.
Bro can sort of speak to it a little bit as well. Like you invest digitally, you know what I'm saying? But where's the money going? Who's the brains putting the can y'all even deal with putting the money in the same pot together? Can y'all deal with how each other make money? Like it's a lot to even try to make it. It's a lot, like just in the room with each other to try to figure out how to make it. Y'all got to figure each other.
Oh, trust
out.
me,
You know
we know that. If anybody know us amongst each other, we've had difficult conversations about this process.
Let me ask this question: to mesh your athletic background to your acting now. So because I played collegiately basketball. I mean, he was a hooper.
You don't be hooping.
Where you play that, brother?
I don't hoop no more.
Where you play that?
I played at Southwestern Christian. It was a NAIA D1.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
My bad.
Pull that back up. Just turn it this way.
My bad.
Yeah. Good. What's up?
Professor,
Holla at me, bro.
Hold
What's up?
up.
Just go fix it. You good. Just go fix it.
It's a podcast, man.
Yeah,
Just
this is
turn
a
it
podcast.
up.
Just go fix it.
No, but going back to it. So
he got you.
what position did you play?
You good
in football?
I was old D lineman head, like defensive end. They tried to put me at O-line at Charleston Southern when I first got there.
Did you start?
Nah, man, I was a knucklehead, bro. I am forever a Florida baby, but it was just different mindset.
Okay, so
I really deserve to start at that
my question is now knowing that you didn't start and you was probably wanting, because anybody who plays sports is competitive as hell, and you wanted to get there. Now with this acting, now you probably you had your role and it was your role, but it wasn't like a starring role, so in your role, did you attack it like I'm trying to take it to where it can take me to another level?
Oh, well.
Or you just playing your role?
My role. A little bit of both. I mean, I'm an ambitious cat, so I'm very, Michael Jordan. I'm very Black Mamba mode.
My bad, but it was. I based that because you said you was ambitious in the Navy as well. So sure. I figured if you can do it in the Navy, you're going to take that with your acting as well.
100%.
And probably the same thing with you with Pretty Fly Society.
Yeah.
You was an athlete also.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, you kind of in that sandwich generation.
Yeah.
So all of that translates into how you do that business.
Well,
also.
I mean, it sort of set the tone a little bit. You didn't get a chance to, but bro was a toply recruited player.
That's
like
what's
the
up.
situation that went down was crazy, which I'm sure we understand playing sports anywhere.
No doubt.
For sure.
So it was one of them for him to adjust and humble himself to have to deal with the shit at Charleston Southern. My situation was a little different. I was at Charleston Southern. The coach got fired. Y'all know how that go.
Yeah.
I went to JUCO. I went to Pensacola Junior College. That's why I asked where you played at. I played point guard down there. And then Charleston Southern brought me back, and I went D1. I went back to the same school I was already at. Went from riding the bench, so on and so forth, to starting. So, it's who you are naturally. You know what I mean? He was already a top tier athlete.
No doubt.
It's not. That's why it can go from. He's not really trying. It's already top tier shit. Like the Zola shit's a cameo for him. You know what I mean? He made the trailer. I don't even know who he was till he made the trailer.
Exactly. That was your first big screen movie, right? So this is your first opportunity.
Honestly, the scene ain't. It's like. I don't want to reveal too much.
No doubt.
Like,
No doubt.
5 minutes.
No doubt.
Yeah. So, but it drives the story forward. You're gonna watch a movie you ain't gonna never forget, and you're never gonna forget my scene.
Never.
Like you're just not gonna how it went down, what is happening.
Exactly.
I don't know how you get down, but if you ever been in a similar situation, you can be like, "Oh, what up?" You know what I mean? Or you ever heard of a similar situation, you can be like, "Ew, what's happening?" You know what I mean? So it's just one of those kind of crazy stories.
So what's next for you? The next 5 years in your acting career? And then same question: what's next 5 years for Pretty Fly Society?
Gonna be an Avenger.
Yeah, I want to see him in a bit. Yeah, what can he be? Who should he be?
He's gonna be one of them new.
He do want to be in Marvel.
But who's not there? Like who's? I'm thinking the comics now. Like who can he be?
The answer is something new.
Blade.
Something new.
Nah,
something
we
new.
already got a Blade.
Something that ain't there. Something that's
Ain't no
that
too
ain't
many
there,
Cuban Avengers.
He can make his own. You know what I'm
it
saying?
ain't too many anything Avengers.
That is true.
why
That
we
is
get
true.
our own, you
He'll
know what
play
I'm saying?
DJ Envy.
That's fine.
Nah,
He'll play
you gonna be the indie pop
Shout out to Erd though. That's a role I am gonna crush. Shout out.
That would be a
Holla
great
at
one.
me.
Yeah.
People don't. That Irv got that dude got a story.
He got a story
Yeah.
for real.
And they
He got a story for
working with it.
real.
We reached out, so we gonna see.
That's
what
what's
happens.
up.
That's what's up.
They was like,
That's what's up.
So
Yeah, we like that.
Straight
We
up.
like that.
So
Yeah.
people do that.
Inshallah, God's will, Buddha, whoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's supposed to be, it shall be.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Much respect to them and their legacy and what they trying to do.
Right.
They
Yeah.
need to get those stories out.
People do
I
that.
be watching Drake chants like, yo, that's
Yeah,
bad,
exactly,
man. Like, put
exactly.
That out there.
Put it out there.
Put it out there on a bigger basis where the, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
real quick, actors reach out for like,
For sure.
hey man, somebody you'll tell him, hey, you look like Irv Gotti. See if they want to do something.
Actors is a broad term, man. I came into the game with goals. I came into the game with a mindset and an ambition to where. So I try to kind of dictate my own future and or create my own opportunities or push my own narrative to the degree where it's like, if I see something, I want to bring some highlight to it, some emphasis. I want to honor it through one of my crafts that I love and respect. That's what I'm gonna do.
No doubt.
But I'm gonna reach out. I'm a businessman. I'm a man of respect. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna reach out and see what happens and take it from there.
No doubt. So next 5 years, what you think for
More
you?
of what we already doing, just on a widespread scale, which is apparently happening. More
Exactly.
people hearing about us. Continue to embody what Pretty Fly Society is and represents, where we can empower ourselves. We don't necessarily need the gatekeepers that we tend to think that we do.
Exactly.
In the way that we do. Like if you're an artist, I don't even know what that looks like in the art world, but if you're a visual painter or an artist, but for an actor to like pander to casting directors, or for music artists to pander to A&Rs, or to pander to Instagram following, whatever they think they need to do to make it. It's like you don't really need that. You are the key. You are the source.
Facts.
They got the machine, but you're the God flow. You're the spark and the energy that goes through that machine.
Yep.
And without that, a machine is nothing.
No doubt.
Unless you
Right.
can plug it in and get some power, it ain't nothing.
Yep.
But they have a constant supply of people that are willing to, pimp out their energy and their God flow and their spark to the machine to pay some bills, to get a lifestyle. But you could pimp yourself out for even way more ownership, legacy,
No doubt.
for not only yours but your community and your village.
Yeah.
So that's how bruh move. That's how he think. That's how I move and how we think. The people we walked in with, that's how we move and think. And so that's what Boutique Fashion Week is and represents
Yeah.
in the style and fashion world. So I want to continue to do that, represent that arm of Pretty Fly Society in film and TV and acting. And it's all about narratives that haven't been explored. It's about marginalized people. It's about disruption.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite words.
Yeah, disruptors is a big thing. That's what we try to be as well. So I get
on,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Disruptors is a big thing. So 5 years, Pretty Fly Society. What we on?
Well, we've already shot like 3 films.
That's what's up.
It's like stuff that we
Are they released or unreleased?
They're unreleased.
Unreleased.
They're in, what's
Okay,
it?
so
Post.
stuff
They're in
in the
post.
tuck. They in the
they're
tuck right now. Okay.
post-production. It's a lot. It's a.
You gonna hear about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
we want
sure.
to know. Yeah, we want to know
Yeah.
first. Like,
It's
let
a-
us know. Yeah.
It's we shot 3 films. It's a lot of stuff we doing right now. Like we working in the music industry, but we got our own little vibe. You know what I mean? It's just more so like bruh saying, it's just our own thing. When we can say in the room with people, we do business with Marriott.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean?
That's what's up.
That's just end of the sentence right
That's
there.
what's
You know
up.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter what you think of the person at that point. That's the end
Exactly.
of the sentence.
Exactly.
So like our next 5 years is taking those relationships and actually, bro, helping them.
Exactly.
That's where like what we do is about service. You know what I mean? We reached out. We felt like this was a thing. Like in 5 years, I hope to look at this and be like, oh, this is
Exactly.
lit. You know what I mean? So my 5 years is really based on the creative community in a whole. Because I know what my job is in the creative community. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to step on anyone's toes, so on and so forth. It's just everybody got a job.
Exactly.
And the next 5 years, it looks like more tours, Fashion Week, just to give you some dates. After Houston, we have Los Angeles in February, Las Vegas in September, between Miami and Atlanta that next February, and then whichever one doesn't get February, they'll get September. and then we go to London in 2024.
Oh, so y'all international too.
Yeah.
That's what's up. International.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, that's family out here.
Okay, y'all international.
Humble
Yeah.
brag.
Boy, about to be
shout out,
eating
matter of
beans
fact,
and wieners.
Yeah.
We talked about the hats off camera.
Oh, we coming,
but
yeah.
Shout out to them. Yeah, my bad. I just want to make sure we get social.
Now
media.
this won't release in time for the pop up, but
Oh, no problem.
but we want to go to the pop up. So where's the pop up? Just say it anyway, because we gonna be there snapping
Done deal.
pictures.
Yeah, y'all
So
got
where's
tickets.
the pop up gonna be at?
3204 Lyons Avenue.
Okay, so you're in the Fifth Ward.
Yeah.
With the pop up,
Yeah.
representing.
It's a
Okay,
dope spot. It's a dope event venue.
Yeah.
So
We like what we
Houston
saw.
Area, man, or you doing events in the Houston area, check them out. It's like a historic house that they renovated, turned into like an event space.
matter of fact, we can probably get a clip up on our Instagram about that ahead of time. We
Yeah.
can.
I got a link on our phone. We can send
Yeah,
them.
what
Dude
what
named
time
Chris
is it
Senegal.
tomorrow?
7.
7. Yeah, we can definitely get a clip up by then. So we can definitely do that. So tell people where they can find you, your information, Instagram, all of that good stuff, and then we'll take a pause after that.
Okay,
But before y'all go, I've been sitting here just listening to y'all. I ain't said too much, right? Man, y'all are impressive. I don't even know how old y'all are, but
He
man,
said
y'all-
He said 87.
33.
Yeah, I ain't got time to do math. I'm a player, man. Listen, man.
Carry that
All
motherfucker,
that
man.
doing math while I was fuck that shit.
Man.
Nah, but man, I'm impressed by y'all, bro. I wish y'all nothing but success.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
I
that.
love y'all mindset, and I just wanted to take time to just listen to what y'all had to say instead of asking.
Yeah.
And bro, I wish y'all all success. I know y'all got it. What's coming y'all way is gonna be great.
Appreciate
for real,
it.
for real. Both of y'all,
Appreciate
the
it.
whole
Respect,
team that
respect.
came.
Appreciate that, yeah, bro.
Appreciate
From
it, bro.
afar, bro.
No
From
doubt.
afar one
No
time.
doubt. So tell people where they can find y'all,
Same
etc.
here.
All that detail.
Oh, Cuba God on IG. Well, Pretty Fly Society, mainly and
Of course.
foremost. That's the set. That's the
Right,
whole team.
right.
That's the foundation. That's the mothership. You heard? Cuba God, GAWD, on all social medias.
Okay.
All the little platforms. Instagram being my favorite little platform.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the gang. www.prettyflysociety.com. www.angelodiaz.com. Music coming soon. We didn't even get into
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, we gonna get into that.
That's,
So
all right, bet.
I think
bet.
it's a break. I think it's a
yeah,
break.
that's what I was gonna ask y'all about. So go ahead. Yeah.
I got you.
I'm trying. I was trying to get us there. Yeah. Go ahead. You good. You good.
Appreciate you.
No doubt. And then,
Franck Mille, FRANCK_MILLE. Same thing. Pretty Fly Society. At Boutique Fashion Week. Just take the V's and replace the U's with the V's. It's that simple. So wherever you see a U, take the
yeah,
U
because I
out,
was
put a V
tripping.
there.
I pulled him to the side. I was like,
Yeah,
how do I
yeah.
pronounce that? He was like,
When we
Your
get into that
ass.
conversay we'll explain exactly what that's
Yeah,
for. And
okay.
you'll be like, oh, all right, bet I'm with
The
it.
V is crazy. The V is wild.
But yeah, that, and then it's at boutiquefashionweek.com, at prettyflysociety.com.
Man, that's dope.
That's gang right there.
You can check me at www.
so we got to take a quick pause. All right, so-
Flowers are blooming, the grass is growing, and it's time to mow your lawn. Thanks to our sponsor, Manscaped, you can trim the hedges below the belt safely and efficiently. I am talking about ball trimmers. Manscaped, the global leaders in men's below the waist grooming, have an exclusive offer for our audience. Use code POUR, that's POUR, to get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Join the other 2 million men who trust Manscaped. They are here to make sure your balls are smooth and smelling nice. After all, it's time for some spring cleaning. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the Essential Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof, cordless body trimmer, and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. Manscaped obsesses over technology to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience, and they only use the best ingredients in their formulations. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code POUR, that's POUR, at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code POUR, POUR, at manscaped.com. It's spring cleaning, baby, and your balls will thank you.
We back from our Manscaped commercial break, where your balls will thank you. Now, y'all obviously heard the read, but does anyone want to talk about their ball shaving experience before we get back to our guest?
Man, I hit my balls like a week ago. I hadn't used it in a minute though.
I mean, I've been using the cologne for a while, and remember, you get 20% off with the code POUR.
Yeah.
That's POUR, and your balls will thank you. You just heard the ad. You saw the ad. Yeah. So we got to get that out since we had our little break.
If my lady was here, she would go into more detail
about what?
About my balls. But we ain't gonna get into that, man. My focus though is on Angelo and Franck.
Y'all get chest hair.
I don't get chest hair, so I don't have to shave.
Y'all shave that with the thing.
Definitely get chest hair.
Have you ever used Manscaped products?
No.
Oh, we need to put you up on game.
Manscaped is real.
Manscaped is real.
It's an ad, but it's
an ad. They are partners.
I'm not opposed to men's healthcare. I'm not opposed. Take care of ourselves for sure. I'm with that shit. Men's grooming. There it is. I was looking for that word. My fault.
Men's
healthcare. You ain't talking about prostate massages.
Niggas want fucking pills. These niggas want fucking pills.
Look, let me tell you, I have thick hair everywhere.
Gotcha.
And so when Manscaped came into my life, and it changed everything. My fiance could attest to this. Before I got into Manscaped, my thing looked like.
So no, we ain't doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that.
Look like a microphone stand in a bush.
You went to the fourth wall.
Let's take another break.
Take another break.
Time for another break.
Listen.
You started acting up.
Listen.
He put the work in.
Hold on.
Hey man,
yo, Manscaped. Use code POUR POUR for 20% off and free shipping.
Anything y'all rock with that hard, I gotta see about it.
Yo, look, I mean, we got it on the set. I mean, your balls will thank you. We got it on the set. So
they got
peak number 4. That's some funny branding, marketing.
Yeah, that's us. We a part of that. So they are our partners.
Yes, remind me of Chubby's the way they speak to the
they do.
Shout out to Manscaped. Fuck it.
Shout out to Manscaped.
Y'all partners. Shout out to Manscaped.
They are partners for real.
They have ball deodorant.
And that shit works. I know that for sure.
They have ball deodorant.
I ain't gonna hold you. That might be special there. That got potential right there. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Work out.
Niggas be on the go.
My brother is a trainer, so I work out with him.
Okay.
And be doing squats and stuff. You stuff be chafing and shit.
Chill out.
Throwing that ball deodorant, bro.
Hold on,
my shit ain't been
another break.
Don't break me for my testimony, nigga.
No, we can't. We don't need that much level of detail though.
Let's go into Zola, man.
Let's talk about Zola real quick.
Beautiful segue.
Yes,
straight from
Zola was chapping some thighs too, though. Yo, Zola was definitely getting some chapped thighs. You know what I'm saying?
She was more like clapping thighs.
Yeah, Zola was getting she was getting her thighs clapped. All right, so let's talk about Zola. The tweet storm that somehow turned into a movie.
What year was that tweet put out there?
2015, man. That's the beautiful thing about the movie. They really they have movies that are like period pieces. Like if you're sitting in the 50s, you're in the 30s, you're in the 70s, 80s. Yeah. Even at this point, with us being in 2021, the 90s, if you do a movie about the 90s, that's a period piece.
Okay.
And period pieces can be more expensive to make. You got to go get those cars. You got to pay people to have those cars.
Yeah.
The culture, what they saying. We see people get it wrong all the time. You know what I mean? But they really try to encapsulate 2015, which it being 2021 now, we can look back and appreciate 2015.
Yeah, because that was the early days of Twitter.
Media.
Early days.
Yeah. And phones were like breaking through the technology.
Crazy
the way it was kind of taking over our lifetime. Like,
Let me ask you this before we get into.
I don't want to know what is Zola. I don't know what it is.
Let Phil get his.
Let me ask you this.
Out,
the woman who tweeted it, right? What's her role in this whole thing? Like, what's her
in the production of the film itself?
Yeah, all of it.
She's a producer. She helped bring it to life.
Gotcha.
Being the creator of the story, she had story rights. Gotcha. So what happened? The chronological order of it. Rolling Stone picked it up. They did an article about the Twitter thread.
Yep.
But the Twitter thread was already its own thing. Like it was viral. Celebrities were tweeting about it. People were like, "This needs to be a movie. Like this is brazy. Like what is this?" It just went crazy in 2015. You can ask your shorty about it. A lot of people know about it. So
everybody know about it. Yeah. Everybody know about it.
Man,
I'm missing out.
So yeah, 24 picked it up.
I missed out too.
Yeah,
I found out through, bro. I ain't know. Yeah, I missed it too. Yeah,
I knew that Storytime was a thing on Black Twitter around that time period, and I remember hearing about this one that was crazy about a trip to Florida. Because I meet people from Florida, and it's like, "Oh, I read this crazy Twitter story about where you're from. Tell me more about it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth." But nah, man, it was a crazy story. It went crazy. The Franco brothers got involved. They picked it up. They kind of brought it to life.
That's crazy.
The director is crazy.
So it's a movie now.
It's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
It's 148 tweets and it's 148 tweets and it's just straight story and it's insane.
And it's insane.
It's insane.
About
It's insane.
one girl's trip to Florida.
Two girls.
Two girls.
One girl, Zola, she met a white girl. The next night, the white girl invited her to take a trip to Florida to trap, get some money. They decided to go trap, dance, get some money. And that, dancing, trapping in that world, that's the lingo. They decided to go get off and get them some money.
And it gets more insane. Like, so what's crazy about it?
And you were in the movie?
I was, I had a brief moment.
Wait, hold on.
We gotta
have a Pour Horsemen conversation.
Yeah, this nigga tripping.
What the fuck are you on right now? We talked about all of this. What are you on?
Yeah, bro.
What are you on right now?
We had a whole reunion.
What are you on right now?
Bro.
But what you smoking?
For real. Like, what do you have?
My days are so tight.
Nigga, we ain't letting that ride.
It's tough.
You out the Pour Horsemen.
So
that's
tight.
it. That's it.
That my attention span goes. I'm sorry.
B, do you want to take this chair right now? Let's get someone in here who knows.
Sorry.
Whoever's watching this, that's a part of this man's village. You stressing him out. Too much on his workload.
Real.
You need to relax.
Give my dog a break. Give him a break.
Trying to elevate.
Damn.
You're bogging them down.
Damn.
But go ahead. I follow so far. So
Okay, so we know the movie. When is the release date of the movie? And then next thing we got is Boutique Fashion Week.
June
30th
is the release date of the movie.
Is it theater and a streaming service or just theater?
As of now, theater.
Theater, yeah.
Okay.
They haven't decided on. I don't think that's not the type of film that you want to go to digital first.
Okay.
Like
That's an experience.
I think it's gonna be like a moment in the culture. It's gonna be an event. It's gonna be, especially with it being summer 2021.
Exactly.
We can't wait to get back outdoors.
Yeah.
And we missed a couple. I mean, what's 4 years for you, so we ain't missed nothing. But Coming to America 2 would have been a moment.
Exactly.
Black Panther 2 is gonna be another moment.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3 would have been a moment.
Yeah.
What's my man name we talked about? The Black Panther.
That's what I was about to say. Think Black Panther. That's the moment everyone needs.
Like going to the movies.
What's my
man
name?
Wearing a garment, exactly.
The movement from Chicago.
Black Messiah.
Yeah,
that would have been an in-theater movie also. Yeah, no doubt.
That would have been a moment.
No doubt.
That movie stressful. I ain't even finish it.
I finished it, but
we almost got in a fight about that over that. I'm talking about it. Yeah,
it's tough to watch.
It's a lot.
It show you a lot, though. It show you a lot.
They do.
Sure.
Okay, so
I'm in touch with it. I'm in tune with it. You know what I mean? In the sense of the storyline and what happened. But it's just watching it, man. Your blood boil.
Yeah, it do.
It
do.
You got to go.
Now let's talk about Fashion Boutique Week that you got going right now. Boutique Fashion Week.
There we go.
Boutique Fashion Week. So tell us, that's multiple cities. You do it in the spring and the fall. And Houston is the stop this week, right?
September, yeah.
September, okay.
Yeah.
So are you promoting now for the week for September?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're feeling, experiencing right now is like an old school rollout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody had a tape or a CD, they come to the city. Think Nipsey, you know what I mean? Nipsey sort of told all of us, I'm pulling up in your city. I'm going to rock with you. If it's real, they'll find out. And then they support, they come out, so on and so forth.
We've had some of Nipsey's producers on our pod before talking about his rollout when he was here.
Same game, bro. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing new under the sun for real.
So what should people expect at Fashion Week then?
So we like to work with, like Bruh says, inclusion, but emerging designers. We do have some designers that travel from international places. Yeah. So we had someone from Barbados do our 2021 in Atlanta. But we get a lot of them travel from all over the place because we like to use destination locations, right? So Houston's one of those, and this is a beautiful place. But the key of Fashion Week actually is it's an economy booster. And a lot of people don't know that because we activate everyone when we come to your city. Like media gets business because y'all cover things that's going on.
No doubt.
Fashion designers get business because if they not doing nothing, they either showing it on Instagram or sitting in the crib.
No doubt.
Models get business because an actual Fashion Week held in an actual
place.
Stylists get business, everyone. And we activate you all via sponsorship, so we actually do business with you at 100% cost. So I just want to say that up front because what we're offering, we're not offering something from around the corner. Yeah, we're not offering nothing around the corner.
Yeah.
And because of that, because we're not offering that, we definitely want to set a precedent when we talk with you. Like, this is what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? We laugh and kick shit.
But when it's time to do that paperwork, so on and so forth, this is what you're dealing with right now. You know
See,
what I mean?
most people don't do stuff at 100% cost.
Yeah, yeah. At this rate, at this point, we do have things that don't cost, and then that's the love. Like if we showing you love,
exactly,
you got to understand what love actually means, and show it back.
Exactly,
yeah, exactly. Sure. If you're not showing it back, then we
know that doing this. Yeah. We know that doing this. Like we've been approached by multiple different things for different times, and we know that doing this also. So we know what you're saying. So,
but fashion wise, I'm sorry, and I'll end it.
No, you good. You good.
Runway shows. When we come to Houston, we're actually going to activate musicians. Okay. We do an artist spotlight because we're releasing a magazine. So it'd be 20 musicians, but we're going to offer them what we do. So our marketing package. Yeah. So when it comes to the photography, the photo shoot, so on and so forth, but we put on quality events. So you'll perform like if you've ever watched the Grammys or the BET Awards, where we have these spotlights where you're placed. So there's people actually coming to the show for real to come see you, and you're placed, and we'll do your photography, so on and so forth, and give you a packet to get started the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Everything the game don't do no more, we do. You feel me? Period. Yeah. Everything. And this is, we actually don't mind if you bite it because we need that. Like that's.
But are you working harder doing that?
Yeah. Say again?
Are you working harder doing that? What the game
keep it a million with you, bro. I love what I do, so it ain't work.
So it ain't work. Yeah, it ain't work.
I ain't gonna lie to you at all. I do this for 24 hours a day. Like if I want to sit here and drink,
I meant to say, is it an easier way, or you just want to do it that way because you feel like you'll get the
to keep it a being with you, bro? That's a pay game, and I'm out to prove something. Like I'm personally out to prove something. We could put money into digital and go crazy if we want to, but if you stick, then you Mike Jackson famous. If we stick this way, we Mike Jackson famous. If we do it any other way, then it's. And the only reason why I use famous because not because it's the things that come with it. We know how to use it. Suckers get clout, they'll mess it up. But if clout's an actual thing that you actually need, people joke about it and whatever, but you actually need it because ain't nobody trying to hear you if you ain't doing shit.
Man, I watched. My girl was a big fan of Toby. And I sat and watched their growth because they used to do events like what you talking about. They used to do it on a smaller scale, but I've sat and watched them do exactly that, and then now they.
I mean, my man got the Ankh ring on. He the king of life. You know, he got the key to life. You know what I'm saying? I see it.
The sports analogy. That's the best. If we could go back now. Like I personally feel like I could have.
Just talking about this shit. You said you play guard. I was like, I know.
I played the one, and to this day, I feel like I could have went to the league, regardless of stats or anything, because of this. And Bron, if you whoever you like, because I know we gonna talk about the Nets. If you're
we going to that Nets?
But it's certain cats. I was one of them. That this right here, playing basketball, could get you extremely farther than a lot of other people.
Like for me, I played high school. I was a point guard, and then when I went into college, I was like a point kind of.
I understand what they did to you. I know what they did to you. I know exactly what they did.
But even now, like me and him hoop together. Yeah. If we play in the rec league together, I can go out there and I will still be, beneficial to the team because of this right here.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to instill in my son, like whatever you're gonna do, you got to be able to outsmart.
That's why I got my youngin in here, my nephew in here.
No doubt.
I feel you what you talking about, and that goes with anything, basketball or any kind of sports applies to anything in life. I feel that to the core of me.
Absolutely.
No doubt. All right, now fuck it. Why are the Nets? Why are the Nets so good?
Oh my God.
I'm actually offended that Kyrie Irving is dunking the basketball, body to body. In the lane.
Does everybody up here have the Nets? That's my first question.
Nah, I got the Lakers. I got the Lakers.
I can't go against.
All right, bet. So you let the game right now. I'm with you.
I can't go against Bron. I just can't do it.
Who else? Anybody got the Nets?
This is the LeBron correspondent of the nation also.
Yeah, all right, bet. So nobody's crazy in here. All right, cool, we good.
But
because they gonna bust the Nets ass.
The Nets look incredible.
I got a conversation for anybody feel opposite.
Bro, let's take a moment.
I just feel like it's the Clippers all over again.
All over. And first off, brother, keep it a bean.
No, they're better than the Clippers. They're better than the Clippers.
They're a problem. They're a whole problem.
They're definitely better.
They're a problem, but it's just the same concept.
Bruh.
It's just the same thing to me.
Bruh. We all know exactly.
No. But let's be honest, though.
Yeah.
KD ain't played in 2 months.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Exactly, bro. What we talking about?
He came back 5 for 5.
We ain't talking about nothing.
17 points.
That don't mean
7
nothing, bro.
assists.
What did he do?
Dog, he didn't miss a shot.
He didn't miss a shot.
I seen KD be healthy and not missing shots. We're not talking about nothing.
I'm not giving. No.
Hold up. Just so we know, I'm the basketball guy. I ain't giving credit for shit I seen these dudes do. Yeah. So when you hoop, I seen KD do that.
Our podcast is probably lean more NBA.
He got to guard Bron in the finals. We're not talking about making shots against the Pelicans.
Yeah, we more NBA than anything, bro. So let's be honest, because we talked about making our picks probably this week. we knew we had y'all coming in, so y'all can go ahead and jump into that also. We a month out from the playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs starting a month. Bron and AD.
We outdoors again.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's about to be a lit.
It's about to be a lit
LA.
summer.
And we in LA with it.
We in the roaring 20s for real.
Yeah, nah,
all right.
for sure.
So Bron and AD supposedly back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I like that.
Bron off his boot. I saw him walking around today.
Yeah.
AD already practicing.
Talking shit on Instagram too.
Do they?
Yeah, Bron talking on Instagram.
I saw that.
You hear him?
Do they come back and challenge the Nets? Like,
What are we talking about?
Hold up.
The Nets are good, bro. The Nets are good.
That's disrespectful.
Why is that a
The Lakers are the defending
Nah,
champions.
it don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. Look, bro.
That's disrespectful, though.
Yeah,
it's not.
cold.
That's disrespectful.
Only LeBron. They only do that to LeBron because if
Yeah.
it was the Nets that was the champion,
Man,
it wouldn't even be a
My
question.
Instagram name is LeBron Palmer, so I am a LeBron fan.
You just doing your job. He doing his job. I get what's happening.
But
I get what's
I
happening.
definitely.
Yeah,
people
we
like
need, yeah,
me.
for sure.
Yeah, you need me.
He
You
needs Skip
do.
Bayless. He need all that shit. So go ahead, play
But
that.
bro, the Nets look incredible. Let's be honest.
Clippers
They look
did too
incredible.
last year.
They averaging 126 points a game.
They're good.
I
They're
ain't fully tapped
really
in.
good.
So did the
I just read.
Suns.
I'm reading.
Yeah, that
So did
the
the Suns.
Nash
Like
Suns,
you've
yeah.
seen this before.
Yeah,
bro.
we've
I'm
seen
sorry,
it
I
before.
can't.
Not 126.
First off, bro, Kyrie's game in the playoffs, the 3-point line in the playoffs shrinks. So
I ain't-
cats don't even. I'm just saying game wise. Kyrie got to play from the 3-point end. Like
You
if we
don't
gonna
wanna
talk
bro. You don't
basketball,
want to talk basketball,
if
bro.
We talking.
Kyrie got to play basketball from the 3-point line in, which is
That's
cool.
fair.
But the Giants on the Lakers are athletic, right? So he's gonna shoot lower percentages, which he normally does.
In
We
the
ain't gonna
playoffs.
cap like I'm talking about in the game.
In the playoffs.
Kyrie has shot up and down, which
rebound
most cats
game
do.
is different with the Lakers.
Kyrie's a special player, but it's not.
like this guy.
Like I'm just talking about real basketball.
I like this
Yeah,
guy.
No, hold on.
And what I'm telling you is gonna happen
Let's talk
too.
about the
It's
game.
Let's talk
gonna
about the
happen.
Beyond the
game.
hype.
It's impossible to shrink the floor when you got KD and Harden.
Yes.
Because all of them spread
Harden's
the
a
floor.
flame out. Y'all know it. Y'all from Houston. And we ain't gonna do it.
That's
Next
fair.
question.
That's fair.
Hey,
We-
No
we-
disrespect.
we
No
talked about-
disrespect.
we
But
talked
y'all
about
here,
Harden.
y'all
We talked
see
about
her
Harden.
flame out.
We
That
talked
shit
about
gonna
Harden.
get hot for bro.
But it
we
ain't
gonna
gonna
talk
get hot
about
for
KD and
KD.
Kyrie. That's
But
it.
it gets less
He's
hot
not
if you
healthy
had a
enough,
net where he got with
bro.
his back.
Your opposition's LeBron. My bad. Your opposition's LeBron.
shit, talking
And
shit.
then we talk like that's just real shit. The opposition that you got to play at your top peak at, like we comparing them to these cats they beat, and I respect it. But it's the finals.
So do they get out the East?
I
yeah,
don't
of
even
course,
they get out the
of
East?
course, of course,
JC, do they get out the
of
East?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, do
Yeah.
they get out the
I
East?
don't know. I don't know.
I think
Who
Who
they
beats?
don't.
Wait, hold on. Who beats him in the East?
I'ma say either Milwaukee or Philly.
Milwaukee,
Man, you
got it.
tripping.
All
No.
right. All right.
I'm gonna
Milwaukee
say this.
will give them
I'm gonna
game
say
7.
this.
Milwaukee ain't gonna
I'm
go
willing
to
to bet
6
money
with them.
Milwaukee won't make it, big dog, and I fuck with you.
Yeah, they ain't
Nah,
gonna make it.
I will
Casey.
say this. It will be Milwaukee, Brooklyn in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals.
I respect it.
And I just think if that coach from Milwaukee somehow figures it out, he will probably be the biggest difference maker in the entire series. Because
Budenholzer,
up until now, he's always falling short. But behind that Popovich pedigree, he's always falling short when it counted. And it was proven last year when they lost to Miami.
Fair. Okay.
If now with him with Drew Holiday and now he got PJ Tucker,
Yes, man.
he got the defensive anchors that he need on the wings because Giannis is a
Do that,
defensive
PJ.
in the paint. But if he got those wings, now if he can link that together, they can mess around and make a run. But what I'm saying is Brooklyn is like that team, but I'm going LA.
Angelo, do they get out the East?
I feel like they get these.
Do they get out the East?
They get out the
Do they
East.
get out the East? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do the Lakers get out the West?
Of course.
I just said I'm going LA.
Okay, so we all know they get out the West.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna sit here and tell me that this team is not just as good as the Warriors were when Bron played them when he was in
God no.
Cleveland.
Hell
God
no.
no. We're not talking about
No.
that.
No.
The
No,
Warriors
bro.
would bust.
The
I just asked
Warriors
that
were
question.
barely
Oh
good.
my goodness.
They're not even that cohesive.
Oh goodness. Listen, KD on the Warriors with KD on the Nets. That Warriors KD would destroy this version, bro.
Man, these Nets look incredible.
But I told my Achilles, but I
I'ma
know
tell you-
that,
I'ma
that's
tell
a
you-
real
I'ma tell you
injury.
the
Like,
difference.
y'all acting like
I
this.
tore my
nigga.
quad tendon.
Kevin Durant's a
I'm
human
gonna tell you
being,
the
bro.
difference.
Yeah, bro.
The
He's a
difference
person.
is the
We gotta
team.
see more to see
it's,
what it really
it's
is.
the it's the
I mean,
team.
There you go.
It's the hype.
Yeah.
The
There you go.
team
Yeah.
is the difference.
Yeah.
Because with the Warriors,
They were a team.
the ball barely bounced.
Fact.
The only time it bounced
That's
is
true.
with Steph and KD.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then Draymond was doing 3 or 4 dribbles just to make everything happen for someone else. Clay wasn't even dribbling the ball.
Yep.
Well, he scored 61
we
points
know that. On 7 dribbles or whatever it was.
Dribbles.
Yeah, whatever it was. Okay.
What are we talking
And
about?
on the Nets,
They gonna bust their ass.
Listen, the Nets is
Bro, no,
all
what's up?
isolation.
What
That shit
advantage
doesn't work
do
in the playoffs.
What advantage do the Lakers have? Other than
Size.
Let me tell you.
They're number 1.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. And
No.
the king. And the king.
Listen.
AD.
The advantage that the Lakers will have.
Okay.
The advantage that the Lakers will have over every team in the playoffs is practice because they're a defensive minded team.
Drummond just got there.
They're a defensive
Harold
minded
just got
team.
there.
Yeah.
Listen.
That ain't gonna work.
You can't listen if you talk. I tell this to my
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna
You can't
work.
listen if you talk.
That ain't gonna work still.
Listen,
You
if
playing
they
games right now.
There's teams. There's literally stats of teams that only have like single amount of days of practice throughout this entire season.
Yes.
In the playoffs,
Thank you.
in the playoffs,
Yeah.
you get video room, you get practice. Amount of days. Lakers will benefit from that more than any team in the playoffs.
All right, let's put it on wax now.
If I could just double
Go ahead, go ahead,
this a
go
little
ahead.
bit real quick.
Go ahead.
It's actually in how they play is why the Lakers gonna beat them. Like their strengths literally are the Lakers, like the weaknesses, the big men. The Lakers gonna be able to score 2 points a lot easier. There
Drummond,
is no
80,
big man.
yeah.
That KD shit's like I understand what everybody likes. He scored 60 in the guard, and that dude's great. But the game different in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? It's just a different it's basketball. That's LeBron James. We done all been here. I don't care what we talking about. We've been hating on him. If you don't like him, whatever.
No doubt.
But when it come time to play, that team can't. They have no one that can deal with him. When you shrink the floor, Kyrie shoots a lower percentage, high percentage. I got the Lakers in 6, just so that you see.
Oh, we gonna put it on wax right now.
Just
We
so
gonna
I
put it
got
on
the
wax.
Lakers in
So
6
we got
over the
Frank?
Nets. Yeah,
Lakers
just so
in
that
6.
you know. Yeah,
Okay.
in 6.
Like that.
Yeah, I
Lakers
got them
6.
coming out, getting game 1 because I seen Bron go get 50 on the Warriors.
On the Warriors when
I seen it, and he ain't played this shit. Like I don't know what's wrong with people. Ain't nothing wrong with bro.
Nothing wrong with
that
it.
ankle. That
Yeah.
was like
That
y'all
wasn't
call
even
him a
that bad.
flop, but that was a little bit of acting. I know what's
agree.
going on with bro.
I agree, too.
Like, and I'm a
needed a
fan.
break.
I'm a
But
fan.
that
He
he know he needed a break.
Yeah.
because he was
Angelo.
about to try to get the MVP.
Who
and
you
he
got?
was gonna fuck him up trying
Angelo,
to
who
get
you
the
got?
MVP.
We putting it on wax now.
I
Chip.
like the Lakers in 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got the Lakers in 6.
LeBron correspondent.
Lakers in 6.
Alright,
Lakers
so
in
y'all ain't
6.
crazy.
Ain't nobody here. Uh-oh.
JC.
I go Lakers in 6.
Nets in 6.
It's always
LeBron
one.
Palmer.
I respect it.
Nets in 6.
I got LaMarcus flaming out on you. I got a couple people flaming out. I got
Nets.
Harden flaming out on you.
Blake
Crazy.
hungry. LaMarcus hungry. Kyrie want to get that Bron thing back.
And Bron want to get that Kyrie.
He do. He do.
He want that more than Kyrie.
do. He do.
Trust me, because
He do.
Bron didn't say nothing.
He ain't said a word.
He didn't say a word about Kyrie. He played it cool. You
He
think
ain't
that
said
nigga
a
don't feel
word.
nothing? Facts. You feel something. You
That
feel
is-
something.
that is true.
You would feel
Man,
something.
y'all should be putting this pressure on me.
You
Man.
see what he did to Curry?
Decided
Just
to be
like
him. You
Curry
decided-
was a little cat. Bron
You
was
woke up
like,
today
"What's
and
wrong with
shoot
you?"
your
Man,
What was that?
can we talk about Hubert Davis and the Nubian White Queens? That's what I want to talk about. So,
familiar.
I wore
Yeah,
UNC just
so
for
Hubert,
this reason.
so Hubert Davis got he's the first black coach in North Carolina history.
Shouts out to that.
Okay, and he
up.
gets up and he says, "I'm proud to be an African American, and I'm proud that I'm married to a Nubian White Queen."
He said, "I'm proud." He said,
that
"That's
on
funny."
movies. He said
I,
that in real life.
I had
He said, "I'm
Nubian White
proud
Queen
that
to it.
my wife is white." Like
Okay.
he just
Well,
threw
he
it
gotta
out
Be he
there.
married her.
But was he tripping though? Because we don't even know her name.
Nubian White Queen.
No, 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 no,
That's my sauce. That's my sauce. I call every white woman a Nubian White Queen.
This was yesterday.
This Pour Horsemen.
Yeah, for
This was
sure.
yesterday.
Yeah, we
My dog said
that's
Nubian
a
White.
Pour Horsemen thing for sure. So
As a correspondent of the
of the Nubian White Queens.
no of the
You're a
man that
Nubian
used
White
to
Queens correspondent.
knock them down. Look,
You're the Nubian White Queen.
look. I know I'm
Dave
the
Chappelle, get my dog. That's a
correspondent
skit. Get my dog.
I'm
That's a
the
skit.
correspondent
Nubian White.
of the nigga that used to knock them down.
You are ambassador.
I ain't no ambassador.
But
Look,
the used to on there. I see you at home watching.
Look.
The used to is strong on
y'all
there
see
for
my
whoever at home.
fiance. You know, I'm with my Nubian queen.
Copy.
You
For
feel
sure.
me?
For sure.
Hey,
He said
hey, but
proper
look,
color.
nah,
The
the
proper-
business.
I'm home now.
When I watch,
I once was lost and now I'm found.
exactly. You feel me?
I'm fine.
You feel
I've been there before.
Yeah, I was lost.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know about the trend.
Now, score business.
But do your thing. This nigga.
When I watched that press conference, and I watched it live, because
I
I
did
was like,
also.
I was like, yo, that's what's up. Black man, UNC, first ever. Never had a black coach.
Never.
Matt Doherty was the coach, and he sucked.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yo, that's wild. And he said that shit, and my whole soul just like left.
Why though? I don't understand.
He just threw it out there. And that's
It
what
was
crazy.
like, because it was uncalled
It didn't
for.
need to happen.
for
It
it.
didn't need to happen.
That's the thing for me.
I get it.
I
but-
understand that you like he didn't even name her.
No,
Yeah,
he
you
didn't
should
even
have
say
just
her name.
said.
He didn't even say a name.
He just said Nubian white queen.
I thank God for my wife or something. Just say
like, but he thought saying that he's proud because he's a black man, saying that she's a white woman was more beneficial than
To him.
saying
Yeah.
that her name. Like he could have
wasn't
just
truly
said,
shouting her out.
"I'm
He was,
proud
yeah.
of my wife, such and such, and my kids." But he thought the emphasis was like placing it
On white.
on being a white woman, and it's
like he got
y'all-
his prize
Is
for
it
being with her.
really a big deal though?
It's not, but he made it a big deal.
But he made it a big deal.
To the point where, and I sent y'all this video, like, and I'm gonna play it real quick because I sent this to y'all.
Yeah, that'd be great.
When
Yeah, I
when the
would love
guy
to
was
hear it.
on Jerry Springer and he sent this, it was a white broad,
No matter what he did, you're still a beautiful black queen.
and it was a white broad.
She said, "I'm white."
like that's what Hubert Davis was on.
Well, nah, that's totally different.
Nah,
that's
that's what he
different
was
right
on.
there. Listen,
talking about?
let
He even named her.
He even
that's
named
fine.
her.
So let me say what I gotta say.
You the correspondent of Sand Beaches. let that be known.
Talk about the Nubian white queens. Go ahead.
He said white women
All
smell like
smell like beaches.
They don't. Go ahead. We're not gonna allow that.
beach water.
I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that.
Okay.
That's not gonna keep going. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go.
So-
We're not allowing that. We're not allowing that.
So
We're not
listen,
allowing that. Go.
Cracking down.
if that man if that man want to just randomly say that, why are we so upset with that? Man?
I'm not upset. I just puzzled.
Yeah, but people do puzzling shit all the time.
My thing is this though.
It's because
That's sensitive.
That is.
That's
That
his
is
wife.
sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Yes.
That's his wife. That was my only thing. That's his
He
wife.
didn't
It's
even name
revealed.
her.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, he
reveal.
should have named her. No, I think that's the only thing about it. He should have named her.
Like that, if he would have said I'm proud that my wife is white, and then blase shout out, then okay. But he made it an ordeal to like say I'm proud that my wife is white, and that was it.
it was just like it was like a black movie. You know how them black action movies, and they always had that white savior.
Yeah.
like that's kind of how it is. Like
I get it, but
tried to frame
I
it
think
like
we should make a big
he's
deal.
supposed to. It's supposed to be like
and then what makes it a big deal is the region, because North Carolina,
yeah.
is still like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Put that.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
yeah.
it.
That's a good.
Hey.
Hey, is a good way to put it. Okay.
Almost.
So the next thing, we got two other things we want to get to before we get out of here. I also want to talk about Paul Pierce.
no.
And
That's my boy.
yo, Paul Pierce was giving it up, bro.
Hey,
He had. We should have had that in here tonight. To be honest,
look.
I'm a little offended we don't have that here
'cause
tonight.
You know why?
Step our shit up.
You know why? Really?
We need to step our shit up.
Yeah.
He the truth. He the truth. Like the fact that we don't have for our guests, the fact that we don't have massages with thongs and hot oil and poker, we probably slipping.
And you know what's
But
really?
the thing, we can do that, but we ain't gonna put it on live.
You know what's crazy though?
I feel like he knows that too. I feel like he wanted out of that. You was
Yeah,
I think he wanted out of it.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Either
happened?
he
What
really
happened?
We were
stupid or he wanted out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just one or the other.
He's been
He
doing business
definitely-
with them for many.
Yeah, he definitely wanted out.
They
Yeah.
move a certain way. That's Disney. You know what I mean? You don't move like that. When
I think he got
You know
offered
what's
a
up, bruh.
contract with
You know what's
someone
up,
else.
Yeah, he got-
I can't really
Barstool.
speak on
No, he got offered a
Exactly.
contract with Cam Soda.
Okay, I seen Cam
to
Soda.
talk about sports for 250 bands a year.
Yeah.
But
With-
Barstool is about to make him a big offer too.
Barstool, make us an offer.
Well, thing is, guys,
hey.
he's still Paul Pierce. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
He is.
Yeah.
He's still the
Hey,
truth.
Never
but you
can
know,
take
you
And
know what
I'm
I
not a
liked
big
about
fan,
that
but
shit though,
He's still the truth.
and I respect it because he's like a real blood. And
He
he,
is,
got his
yeah, he definitely-
haircut, and his cape was a bandana, red
Yeah,
bandana.
he got stabbed in the
Damn,
chest.
dude.
He
I
needed that
respect
bandana.
that.
Yeah, I respect that also.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I wanted us to jump to before we get out of here is I just want to send prayers up for DMX.
Yes,
Man,
Because
come
bro,
on,
that's a scary story, man. Like for
Man,
real. Like
that's-
I don't know if his lawyer came out and was like he off life support and he doing better. Then they came back and said he wasn't. Like they need to clean that up.
The update is that the family have to make a decision.
So he's literally brain dead right now.
Like right now, the family have to make a
That's
decision.
tough, man.
That's tough.
DMX,
Yo, that's a legend.
Come on, bro.
But if you go back and watch his last Drink Champs episode. Like
Watch them all.
If you watch them all, but his last one. He talks about when it's
he
time.
talk about like you trust people to know like what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that
Watch
shit
that
because I've
full
been
one.
doing that shit since I was 22.
Yep.
You trust for people. I got partners that I know if I leave some money out,
They gonna take it.
they gonna fucking take it.
I'm
My
taking
partner
money
is my
for
partner
sure.
that take money.
And if you
You can
rock
trust
with them,
that
you
me,
gotta
I
let
will
them do
stab you.
I'm
Like,
definitely
that's
taking
just
money. We can
what it
box
is.
after this.
I
Get the
stabbed
camera
you.
together. Leave some money out. We
I
box
ain't
it.
say box. I said I would stab you.
That is a different conversation, man.
Man, if DMX wasn't like fighting, he was fighting those demons when he was hot
was.
to death.
Yeah, all the
He
way
was.
through. Yeah.
So,
All the
but
way.
if he didn't have that, I think he would be in the conversation like top 3.
You still
Yeah,
is.
he
Like
I
he
think
still
so.
kind of
I
is, but
just
if
think
he,
it clouds it.
I
Some.
think his reign would have been like a
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
long,
Focus
right?
DMX.
Yeah, focus
Respect.
DMX.
Yeah, respect.
So I think it adds to it. Like, bruh did all that.
While he was
On that,
while he
on
was
that,
turned.
dealing with
That's
that.
impressive.
While he
The
was
reason
turned.
on that is because of trauma. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you
Not
dealing
even-
with the trauma and then the ramifications from
Come
how
on,
you dealt
bro.
with the trauma.
Not even a trauma though. The buddy set him up with his first blunt. Laced it up.
Laced it with crack.
Cocaine.
And so I mean, he was dealt a bad hand from the jump. I mean, we are. I don't know. I can't speak for all, but if you done something, you know, it was clean. Think about your first blunt being laced with crack.
Yo, I'd be tripping
and that's
right
your
now.
first high.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you seeking
You
that
tryna
high
chase
for the
that
rest
high,
of your
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
What's your
fucked
favorite
up.
DMX song?
Slipping.
Mine is
Because I'm
probably
slipping most days.
This is gonna be fun.
mine's
but I'm
probably
looking for this.
Crime Story.
Okay.
Crime Story.
I work out to that shit all the time.
You got too many forearms. Go ahead. What's yours?
What's your
Yeah, so
Oh shit, man. Probably Rough Riders Anthem.
See, mine's is I can't even think of the name right now.
You probably
Big
like
Drake.
Party Up.
No, hell no. When he was like, I beat my dick off you.
What a hood at?
Yeah, where the hood at? Where the
That's
hood?
my
Where the hood
shit. That's
at?
my
Yeah.
shit.
Oh man.
Okay, what you got, Angel?
Shout out to What They Really Want.
What they really want? Yeah, that's a dope
That
song
used
too.
to be my
I'm
favorite.
gonna go with Slipping though. But shout out to Rough Riders Anthem.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
joint.
what they really want. That was gonna be mine
they
for
really
sure.
want.
Yeah, shout out to Derek.
Featuring Cisco.
Remember Derek
For
told us
sure.
a story about.
Yeah.
Did,
I
yeah,
would
he
have put
did.
that,
He
but
did.
what
That was a
pisses
moment.
me off about that is that they never play that version of where Cisco,
Cisco
had that
went
little
off at the
version
end.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bro, that makes
That was
me
the
mad.
video.
Fire one.
That was the
Yeah.
video
It's
version.
not, it's not
Yeah.
really though.
No,
It's
no,
not,
hell
it's
no.
not really fire though.
singing that
Listen, that is equivalent.
Hey,
Yeah.
from-
Every time they
Everything
call me,
is
It's
Yeah.
not really the fire one though.
That nigga, what? He
That
killed
is
it up.
equivalent to me if I hear like TLC No Scrubs and I don't hear Left Eye version at the end.
Hell yeah.
That shit pisses me off. Like I don't want to hear that shit then. So that's why I don't put that as my top.
All right, so we gonna let our we gonna wrap this thing up. We gonna get our guests to let us know again where they can find us. But we also want to know you got new music coming out soon, also.
man.
So let's talk about the music, where guests can find y'all, and then we'll get out of here from there.
Music coming soon, man. Shout out to the Omen Agency. They got me involved in the music game as an artist. You know, we have Fly Music, the label. Shout out to Silk Hardy on that. Shout out to Franck Mille. So shout out to Amir, who helped us start the label. He's the man behind the vision. So yeah, man, was involved in that, and the Omen Agency convinced me and just persuaded me to get involved in music. But my apprehension was just craftsmanship. Like,
Okay.
if I'm gonna get involved, I really got to get involved. I never saw myself as an artist, envisioned myself. in
Rap,
that way.
sing.
What will we?
What
What
you
should
do?
we
A
expect?
little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
And putting on for the culture, just big, it's big vibes, man.
Okay.
Spanish culture, putting on for Afro-Latino culture.
That's what's up.
Doing a little bit of
That's
spin,
what's up.
Doing a lot of spin. Yeah, so first song is Bottles in Boca, and that's coming on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, we need that. We need to hear that. We need to hear
That's my
that.
first time saying that.
Okay.
In the flesh.
Facts.
We need to hear that. Yeah, we need to hear
That's
that.
coming.
Look.
Bottles in
We
Boca
got an
is coming Cinco
exclusive.
de Mayo.
Bottles on Boca.
Bottles
in Boca.
In Boca,
As
okay.
Boca Raton, South
Yeah,
Florida,
no
we
doubt.
trying to
Yeah.
not- When you want South Florida, but not South, you don't want Miami.
No, you don't.
You
Yeah,
want
I
a
got
little
you.
more off the cut.
I got you.
That's Boca Raton.
Shout out Boca
Just
Raton.
vibe, man.
I've spent a lot of time in Boca. Yeah.
Good days in Boca.
I've spent a lot of time in Boca.
Shout out to Boca.
And my manager got 20.
You know, my middle name was Boca.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man. When I was out there in Miami,
Before the war?
yeah,
Before the war. That's pre-war.
they used to call it Big Boca, man. That's what they used to call me, man.
All right, Frank, the businessman.
That's crazy.
Frank, the businessman.
What's
We gonna
happening?
let you send us out. Tell us what you want us to know. What's coming up next? We want that detail from you, and we gonna wrap this episode 138 up.
First off, shout out to Pour Horsemen for
Man,
having
we
Pretty Fly
appreciate
Society
you,
come
bro.
on and be
Appreciate
a part of the show. Huge shout out to the squad, One Glance ATL, Official Moonlight Studios, Urban Gorillas, our partners Aloft by the Galleria, Marriott, Paul Mitchell. A lot of love to them. Once again, appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro.
We don't say that empty. We mean that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have to bring us out here, so we definitely appreciate that.
We about to build.
Oh, we definitely gonna build. But to answer your question, for the rest of the week is the prequel. So Boutique Fashion Week comes to Houston, Texas. We start tomorrow at 3204 Lions Ave. That's from 7 to 11. Tickets are sold out, but we will do something if you walk up. Take that and do what you will with it,
Exactly.
wise. Saturday, we're at the Aloft by the Galleria from 7 to 11 as well. And then Sunday, we're at Paul Mitchell, the school, Houston, for the model casting. We'll be back in June, then we'll be back again in August. And we expect by the time we get back again in August to have met you all and more, just to like and create some crazy connections and help people go to the next level.
We definitely want to tap in with y'all when y'all come back for sure.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Do that. We definitely want to do
I wanted to
that.
see about that shit y'all was talking about the basketball court, but all of a sudden.
Kill it.
I mean, you
I'm out there.
y'all might get a game for real. You never know.
I wish.
And we play 2-on-2.
I told my left.
If we play 2-on-2 with Phil and I versus y'all two, I would just say the only thing I can just guarantee, it will be blood.
Yeah, we gonna smack y'all. They'll smack y'all.
I am a
Real
Pistons
talk.
fan, and
smack y'all.
I definitely.
That's smack y'all.
I had to play center in college, and I never gave up a
Hey,
dunk.
where'd you go? You from? You're not from? You from out
I'm
here?
from Houston,
Okay,
but my family out in,
got you. I got family out there. That's why.
Yeah, so. But
you don't know you sit next to that boy.
I
Shit
never
out you
gave
right
up a
there.
dunk. 6'2"
That's a foul
center
right there.
in
Linebacker.
college.
Yeah.
D1.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So that lets you know my mentality.
I don't want to mess up my boy's vibe, man. My man acting. You
My dog said,
you gonna get physical. My man running business. I got shit going on here, there, everywhere. Yeah, we gonna leave that alone. Man.
Shout out to my dog Boca, man. Shout out to him.
Boca.
Show my dog Boca some love,
Big Boca
man.
P, man. That's what they
It's
say.
gonna be
Big
Big Boca versus Big Show shit. It's gonna be blood.
Man, and that's episode 138. That's episode 138 of the Pour Horsemen, man.
Can't keep
We
a good
out,
nigga down.
man. We out.
Horseman.